guys, welcome to Chic on the Cheap. This week's project was actually a request from a friend at church. She had this quilt that she's had ever since she was a baby that her aunt made for her. She really loved it, but it had just gotten so much love that it was starting to fall apart. So she asked me if I could come up with a project to maybe save some of it as a blanket and maybe do something else with the rest of it. It's about a full-size quilt, and I am not a quilter, so if you're an avid quilter out there, go ahead and cringe now because I took the quilt apart. I managed to save a little bit of it and into about a baby-sized blanket, but the rest of it I turned into a tote bag for her that she could take with her. So here is this week's project. Enjoy. So here's the blanket I started with, and as you can see, it's got a few little problems that just needed fixing. There were a lot of tears in the quilting where it was put together on the edges, and then there were also some stains that I couldn't get out, so I wanted to get rid of some of those imperfections but save what I could of the quilt. So to start out with, I actually cut out the middle section of the quilt and cut off the backing and the batting from the quilt, so I had just the quilted section. Then I took two squares from the edges of the quilt that were savable, and I ironed and repaired those squares and the other one. So the two squares I wanted to turn into a tote bag. To do that, I cut out some straps and two backing pieces from some fabric that I had. To make the straps, I just sewed two pieces together, front sides together, and then I flipped them inside out and ironed them. I did that to 4 pieces, giving me 2 straps for my tote bag. Then I took those finished straps and nestled them in between the quilting square and the backing piece and sewed that together on 3 sides, leaving the base open, which left me with a piece like this once I flipped it out inside out and ironed it. Then all I had to do was put those 2 pieces together and sew the ends and the bottom together, and I was left with a tote bag. So that was my first project. And then to save the middle section of the blanket, I just repaired all of the rips, and then I added on a new backing to the quilt, and that gave me a little baby-sized blanket. So all together, here's the finished product: a tote bag, and a baby-sized quilt blanket that hopefully will still be a good memory that Tamara can keep and cherish forever. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you, Tamara, for letting me cut your quilt apart. I hope I saved it well enough so it can still be a good memory. And also, if you're looking for Valentine's Day projects, we did our Valentine's project last week, but I also have 2 or 3 actually, I think, from last year that are on a Valentine's video from last February. So if you're still looking for ideas for gifts or fun projects to do for Valentine's Day, you can check that video out too. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you right back here next week.